The prophet Nahum emerges from obscurity, a messenger with grim pronouncements for the Assyrian Empire. His prophecy offers little comfort to the wicked city of Nineveh, the Assyrian capital. Nahum's book is a brief but powerful prediction of Nineveh's complete and utter destruction. Assyria, known for its military prowess and cruelty, had terrorized its neighbors for centuries. The Assyrian kings were notorious for their brutality, often boasting of their conquests with graphic detail. Yet at the height of its power, cracks began to appear in the Assyrian facade. Internal strife and rebellion weakened the empire from within. Neighboring nations, sensing Assyria's vulnerability, began to prepare for revenge. Nahum's pronouncements, though directed specifically at Nineveh, carried a universal message. Judgment, though it may be delayed, would surely come. Nahum's prophecy is a tapestry woven with threads of terror and refuge, reflecting the dual nature of God. He is both a fortress of protection for those who trust in him and a righteous judge who brings retribution against the wicked. For the people of Judah who had endured Assyrian oppression and brutality, Nahum's words offered a glimmer of hope. God had not forgotten his people. He had seen their suffering, heard their cries, and would avenge them. The fall of Nineveh would signify God's justice and his unwavering faithfulness to those who sought refuge in him. But for the Ninevites, steeped in their arrogance and wickedness, Nahum's message dripped with dread. Their cruelty and violence had reached the heavens, and the Lord of hosts had heard the cries of their victims. The God who had once been a refuge to his people would become a consuming fire to those who opposed him. Nahum's prophecy reminds us that we cannot separate God's love from his justice, for both are integral to his nature. Nahum's prophecy was not a vague prediction, but a detailed and vivid description of Nineveh's downfall. He described the city's defenses being breached, its treasures plundered, and its inhabitants scattered. History bears witness to the accuracy of Nahum's prophecy. In 612 BC, a coalition of Babylonian and Median forces besieged Nineveh. The city, once thought to be impregnable, fell after a brutal siege. Just as Nahum had foretold, Nineveh was plundered, burned, and its people scattered. The Assyrian Empire, which had terrorized the ancient world for centuries, was no more. The fulfillment of Nahum's prophecy serves as a powerful reminder of the sovereignty of God. The downfall of Nineveh, a seemingly invincible empire, stands as a testament to the truth and accuracy of biblical prophecy. Nahum's prophecy reminds us that true security is not found in military might or political power, but in seeking refuge in the eternal God. Section 4. A catalogue of sins why Nineveh faced God's wrath. Nahum's prophecy does not shy away from outlining the reasons behind Nineveh's impending judgment. The Assyrians were guilty of a litany of sins, each one an affront to the justice and holiness of God. Their conquests were marked by unparalleled cruelty. They were masters of siege warfare, employing brutal tactics to starve and terrorize their enemies into submission. Deception and treachery were hallmarks of Assyrian diplomacy. Despite numerous warnings from prophets and the witness of surrounding nations, the Assyrians refused to repent. They clung to their idols, their pride, and their blood-soaked traditions, rejecting the pleas of the Almighty. Their empire was built on the backs of the innocent, their palaces adorned with the spoils of injustice. Section 5. Echoes of Nahum, Justice and Mercy in a Modern World. Although written centuries ago, the message of Nahum continues to resonate in our modern world. We live in a world still grappling with issues of justice, violence, and the abuse of power. The echoes of Nineveh's brutality can be heard in the horrors of modern warfare, in acts of terrorism, and in the oppression of the innocent. The thirst for power and the willingness to exploit others for personal gain are not relics of a bygone era, but sad realities of our time. Yet, amidst the darkness, Nahum's prophecy also offers a message of hope. The God who judged Nineveh is the same God who offers refuge and protection to those who seek him. He is a God who hears the cries of the oppressed, who sees the tears of the innocent, and who promises to right every wrong. Nahum's prophecy reminds us that God is ultimately in control. His judgment serves as a stark reminder that no one is above the law of God.